Hello everyone, welcome to the Stalwart Initiative. And we're back for another look at Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. This time we're going to look at our last subclass, the Undead Warlock. Poor Undying Warlock. Poor. Rest in peace. Can't picture ever wanting to use Undying Warlock with this here. Let's take a look. You've made a pact with a deathless being, a creature that defies the cycle and life and death. I think it's supposed to be of life and death. Cycle of life and death, forsaking its mortal shell so it might eternally pursue its unfathomable ambitions. For such beings, time and morality are fleeting things, the concerns of those for whom grains of sand still rush through life's hourglass. Having once been mortal themselves, these ancient undead know firsthand the paths of ambition and the routes past the doors of death. They eagerly share this profane knowledge along with other secrets. With those who, comma, not period, with those who work their will among the living. You know, stay in school, kids. I did, but, you would know by all the... I'm not going to attempt to read some of these names that I don't recognize, but basically here's a list of example names here. Yeah, names. I'm already going to butcher that. So here's your expanded spell list. You get starting at level 1. As with Warlocks now. So, yeah, it's a decent list. Bane, False Life, Blindness, Deafness, Phantasmal Force, Phantom Steed, Speak with Dead, Death Ward. So it's a lot of utility and keep you alive spells. Okay, pretty cool. Our main first level feature here is Form of Dread. You manifest an aspect of your patron's dreadful power. As a bonus action, you transform for 1 minute. You gain the following benefits while transformed. You gain temporary hit points equal to 1d10 plus your Warlock level. So that scales pretty decently. You're looking at at your lowest 2. If you're a level 1 Warlock and you roll a 1 on that die, that's a feels bad. But yeah, so that's going to scale up pretty well with your Warlock level. Once during each of your turns, when you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can force it to make a Wisdom saving throw. And if the saving throw fails, the target is frightened of you until the end of your next turn. This is really good in multiple ways. One, it's an attack roll. So as you level up in your Eldritch Blast, if that's what you're leaning on, you get multiple attack rolls of your Eldritch Blast. You get multiple chances to have them hit them with this hit them with this and have them make that Wisdom saving throw. So very cool. Have lots of things frightened of you throughout a whole campaign. And the last thing is you are immune to the frightened condition. That's pretty cool. That can come in clutch in very specific situations, especially if you're playing in the horror environment that is Ravenloft, the domains and stuff. So very cool. You can transform a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Tier, long rest. Oh no. So that's pretty cool. That's a nice amount. I'd say that's fair. I'm so glad we've went away from the original like once per long rest or even once per short rest. I like the proficiency bonus scaling on the amounts of times you can use these features. Very cool. The appearance of Form of Dread reflects some aspect of your patron. For example, your form could be a Shroud of Shadows, forming the crown and robes of your Lich patron, or your body might glow with glyphs from ancient funerary rites and be surrounded by desert winds, suggesting your mummy patron. Everyone misses their mummy. Let's see here. So that's pretty cool. Just some flavor on how you project how you look differently because of your patron being touched in this actual form that you take on. At 6th level, you gain Grave Touched. Your patron's powers have profound effects on your body and magic. You don't need to eat, drink, or breathe. Wasn't this I think this was like a 10th level feature, essentially like the whole same part of that. The Undying Warlock, I'm pretty sure you got the same thing. There was maybe a little bit more to it than that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you got that same thing as a 10th level Warlock feature for the Undying. Poor Undying. Anyway, you're in addition, once during each of your turns, when you hit a creature with an attack roll and roll damage against the creature, you can replace the damage type with necrotic damage. While you're using your Form of Dread, you can roll 1 additional damage die when determining the necrotic damage the target takes. Cool, so this lets you replace damage with necrotic. So if you're using something like Eldritch Blast, the go-to. If you're using something like Eldritch Blast that does force damage, typically you wouldn't want to replace that with necrotic because, face it, most things are not resistant to force damage. There are those things that are resistant to necrotic or immune. But while you're using your form of dread, it would probably behoove you to change one of those to necrotic damage because you get to roll an additional die if you do it while you're in that form. So pretty cool. I like it. Next up at 10th level, we get Necrotic Husk. Your connection to undeath and necrotic energy now saturates your body. You have resistance to necrotic damage. Sweet. If you're transformed using your form of dread, you instead become immune to necrotic damage. So this is, oh man, some of the battles that I can remember of tons of necrotic damage just flying everywhere from multiple sources. The big bads got necrotic, the little minions got necrotic. Being immune to that is clutch. I like it. And I say clutch because I heard someone at my son's orthodontist appointment last month say clutch, and I'm like, wow, I haven't heard someone say that. And she was like chick in her 20s. So yeah, clutch, pretty clutch. In addition, when you would be reduced to 0 hit points, you can use your reaction to drop to 1 hit point instead and cause your body to erupt with deathly energy. Each creature of your choice that is within 30 feet of you takes necrotic damage equal to 2d10 plus your warlock level. Ooh, that scales nicely. You then gain 1 level of exhaustion. That sucks. It's got its highs and its lows. You then gain 1 level of exhaustion once you use this reaction. You can't do so again until you finish 1d4 long rests. Cool. So you get a free death ward every 4 days. You get a free death ward, and it goes kaboom. Yep, it goes kaboom. But the good thing is, when it goes kaboom, it's creatures of your choice. If it wasn't of your choice, I would have definitely knocked this down to once per long rest, because you're putting your party in danger. And with this kind of a little bit tanky warlock, I think, yeah, I don't think that would have been very. That would have been nope. That would have sucked. So 2d10 plus your warlock level is decent. It's pretty decent, so decently scaling. So it's already, when you get this, it's already a minimum of 2d10 plus 10. Nice base damage. The only unfortunate thing is you regain 1 level of exhaustion, but you don't have to worry about stacking because you 1d4 long rests until you can use it again. Yay. At 14th level, you get Spirit Projection. Your spirit can become untethered from your physical form. As an action, you can project your spirit from your body. Oh, this is so cool. The body you leave behind is unconscious and in a state of suspended animation. Your spirit resembles your mortal form in almost every way, replicating your game statistics, but not your possessions. So I don't know if it doesn't replicate your sword, but you keep your statistics. So you're karate chopping them with a long sword-shaped arm. I don't know. Any damage or other effects that apply to your spirit or physical body affects the other. Your spirit can remain outside your body for up to 1 hour or until your concentration is broken, as if concentrating on a spell. When your projection ends, your spirit returns to your body, or your body magically teleports to your spirit's space, your choice. I really like that. So you can do infiltration in like spirit form and then just bloop, appear there. Go on the other side of the gate, appear there, open it up for allies. There's just so many implications. It'd be great. Great for heist missions. While projecting your spirit, you gain the following benefits. Your spirit and body gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, which is nice. When you cast a spell of the conjuration or necromancy, we're going with these, a lot of things are going with these dual schools here. Dual school, not necessarily restrictions, but like narrowing. The spells don't require verbal or semantic components or material components that lack a gold cost. Nice. You have a flying speed equal to your walking speed and can hover. You can move through creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain, but you take 1d10 force damage if you end your turn inside a creature or object. So cool. It doesn't even tell you you're shunted out. You can just take the damage and stay in there. Nice. While you're using your form of dread once during each of your turns. You know what? I'm sorry. Just to go back up to that point. because it doesn't make that specific. Normally they specifically say, and you're moved out to like the nearest 5-foot square or whatever. Normally it tells you you're shunted out, but because it doesn't, is this like the whole you turn into a ghost and go into somebody's body and just kind of chill there until you pop out? Don't know. Pretty cool. While you're using your form of dread, once during each of your turns when you deal necrotic damage to a creature, you regain hit points equal to half the amount of necrotic damage dealt. Very cool. Very cool. A good way to keep healthy, keep alive. As I mentioned, this is a little bit tankier already. You're probably a mid to sometimes close range fighter here, even though you don't have multiple melee attacks. But you can get closer and survive longer with this, and also healing is just fantastic. When it's not like everybody having healing spells, that's a little different. But coming from a limited feature like this, yeah, healing is a good thing. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. That's it. Wow, this is a lot quicker than the Bard one. So let me know what you think. Is the Undying Warlock truly dead, undead? What happened here? The Undead Warlock is great. I like this. It's a nice. It's nice. I don't know if I'll ever play one because there's still a few other Warlocks that I'd like to try out if and when I do. But I do like it. And I'm sure it's going to be super popular. And yeah, I'll see it soon. So thanks for joining me. And yeah, remember, unity is strength. So take care of each other, stay safe, and I'll see you again in a few days for the next Van Richten's. I keep want to say Van Helsing. Van Richten's reveal. Bye now.